I've successfully co-opted yet another of our rivals. Can't believe those eggheads accepted the deal. What's next on my agenda?
That outside contractor is here. You requested a brief tete-a-tete.
Ah, there you are. Our fresh-faced new go-getter. We meet in the flesh at last. You've proved quite useful. Keep it up. You'll be going places. You don't seem much put off by my appearance. Good. I have no stomach for those with no stomach regarding me having no stomach. It is, however, something of a brand secret reserved for only the most trusted confidants, and covered in detail buried within the confidentiality clause you agreed to on arrival. I trust this presents no concerns for you, yes? Well, seems there's more to your shrouded past than I'd been led to believe. And here I'd been ready to disclose all. No matter.
Not exactly. Well, exactly. But not in the way you think. We have a mission for you that is vital to Auntie's Choice's survival.
We've uncovered an opportunity to procure me a new, audaciously improved replacement body. The body I want isn't just some simple yet stylistically sutured together amalgamation of corpses to bolt my head atop.
Not, this time, at any rate.
No, to find me the perfect body, you'll be assailing an inappreciably populated automated automech factory over on Prater. That facility was designed to build complex automechs, a natural choice when the Protectorate began experimenting with a proxy body for the original Sovereign. It was the last in a long line of his ill-fated life extension experiments. Work halted when he died, and the torso prosthesis they developed has been locked in the lab ever since. Make it mine.
Bolster defenses to protect key assets. Some of the order-derived direction can be downright oblique, but this is...
Admit I'm finally beginning to come around to that computronic little plan. Perhaps there is something to having the archive advise on market strategy and positioning.
Yes, I've begun to draw the same conclusion. Appears it can be a useful tool in the right hands. In any case, next steps. There's a sub-facility beneath the automech factory. Its entrance, being hidden, is easy to miss. But we can show you how to find it.
Well then, fetch me my new body and we can finally begin bringing this system to heel.
Don't let us keep.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without... Auntie's Choice.
shadows activated.
Auntie's choices.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of all corporations, who unfairly stack the deck against 1% every time.
Soon I'll be able to... You're back! Finally! Finally! Do you have it? Did you bring it here? A last-minute shakedown, is it? I knew I liked you. Yes, of course. Fine, fine. Oh, let me see it. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me look at you, gorgeous. If you'll all just excuse me a moment as I slip into something more formidable.
There you are. Congratulations. Now your body's almost as intimidating as your mind. You've narrowed the gap quite a bit.
Oh, Auntie, you look amazing. Absolutely everyone will want a new mech body after watching you strut the walk.
What about you? What do you think? Any first impressions you'd like to share? Oh, thank you. It's so rare to find a person who knows how to articulate the perfect understated response. What's more, it's an undeniable confirmation that the archive-derived strategic plan can be reliably executed and produces incredible results. With their predictive abilities refining our planning and execution, our market dominance is a foregone conclusion. Yes, so much to do, and we have you to thank for making it happen. I am quite looking forward to you working for me further. As they say, time is capital, time is bits. You're burning...
something and just finally broke it.
Hostile. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Fortification in progress. Combatant scan. To attack. Hostile
Android forces detected. Conclusion. Spyerton has been liberated.
I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed at some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these Order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all map charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the Archive's entrance, remember?
Ah, we see you didn't even require it. Arrival was scheduled for the outfield work without data collection is an idle time pass.
Please observe that the archive entry is heavily defended. Consider an alternate means of access to avoid direct protectorate engagement. This unit questions the integrity of your optics. Please direct your attention to the automechanical flanked by fortified infantry and long-range turret support.
I'm counting turrets, heavy infantry, at least one automech. Effectively, the works. I seriously recommend discussing alternate plans.
Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you.
Not a bad idea, though I'd also suggest garnering backup.
Please observe that the archive entry is heavily defended. This unit recommends enabling ally lift access from Spireton, now that we have secured said location for said allies.
Not a bad idea, though I'd also suggest garnering backup.
The optimal choice. Any path of least resistance.
Assessor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
On the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Just falling prey to imperfect thoughts? Go now.
Prudence dictates. I, your neighbors, care for
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Influences.
I promise you this is merely tomfoolery. There's no way we were eating failed experimental material.
No, I didn't know. No, that criminal lied. What a resounding lack of ethics. Oh, I ate some too. I'm going to be...
Oh, that's... I don't feel right.
Resorting to violence.
Amplificator at ready status.
At elevated levels, revulsion.
Immediate ejection of stomach contents may alleviate said condition.
Hoyt Shermerhorn. Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings. I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript. Tut tut. Such concern is unwarranted, I assure you. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the... You might call in reinforcements if the Spireton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession. I might be convinced to part with them. I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade. As much as I appreciate the compliment, such work is beneath someone of my skills. Accomplished hunters like me are well known to enlist aid from the rule of fair chase does apply. For without our here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spireton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals, coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Both our forces and antis await your command to proceed. Executing primary operation, now!
Notice. Reinforcements have arrived.
Hostilities are afoot. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Engaging aesthetics appreciation protocol. Ooh. Ah. What a visually pleasing facility and/or outdoor space.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
A diet with more fiber may reduce your rate of excretion.
I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Harmonizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistics might be functionally more apt. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement, to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
It would appear the Archive is experiencing an error.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am tonality and cadence weightings within my communication
In layman's terms, we're
caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts.
What approximates its mind?
One would assume that calamity enough.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. No, not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt, to sublimate themselves to the needs of the community.
Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking monetary units left on the table here.
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around them. For now. Well, my naysaying fuss budget, perusing contents, anatomizing diversiform particulars, an impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope. To that provided
information with the potential to offer you.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. I am afraid that no is a mathematical certitude. Despite the
Though must say I admire your drive.
Some issues require I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I...
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
When active, the Archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water. I can process the rift data without its repair. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans?
Our potential allies in the Order would not like that.
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage. Attempts by non-Order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. Inverting targeting. Any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the Archive are locked, however. It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data, the sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form. Kept in a low...
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional...
Return when all required tasks have been completed.
Prudence dictates we route all.
Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not the it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
Those combatants appear to have been bested by the most efficient assassin of all. Exposure to the elements.
Hold fire! This one looks friendly. Watch yourself.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Combatant scanned. Proceeding to attack. I'll handle this. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Emergency protocols ready.
Alcaduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Auntie's Choice field manager is present. And
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Protectorate engineers. Reckon they didn't repair much. Mobilizing.
Pump mechanism needs repair. Any tools lying around?
Hostilities are afoot. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Deploying discombobulator.
Dispensing.
Check your scope.
Scrambling enemy neurons.
Standing by with life support.
Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific kind. Investigating hostile intentions. Ratcheting up my aggression. I'm back in scan. Resorting to violence. Now to activate the system.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Combatant observed. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Discombobulate. Adversary vulnerability.
target analyzed. Lay down fire. Ratcheting up.
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Resorting to violence. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant scan.
Processing.
Investigating hostile intentions. Proceeding target analyzed. Lay down fire. Discombobulating enemies. Check your scopes for combatant. I'll handle this. Sowing confusion. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I'll say this for my colleagues in the Order. We certainly thought big with the archive.
Another new face, glorious. It is so cold, my fingers appear to be in rigor. I've not slept. I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. You've something of import to discuss, I gather? Then you'll understand if I ask you to leave me be.
Next time we build a computer in the heart of a frozen planet, we should stockpile wood to burn as bonfires. You know, just in case.
Investigating hostile intentions. I have a fix on their weaknesses. The likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work. Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow
What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time there's a device that controls the entirety of the Archive's computronic systems? And it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, the paradigm is infallible. I am certain we were... What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Wait, please. You clearly have an ability to manipulate the machinery here. Just give us a few minutes of your time to see if we can get things working. Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. It is my hope that... Wait, what did you do? What happened to my patients? Why have they been shattered? I suppose it's possible I lack an accurate... I suppose I was mistaken. Perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Wonderful. This may be the most... I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just, please, be careful not to trigger...
Target analyzed.
The Protectorate and duplication! Efficiently and in short...
This unit is now at maximum efficiency. The overall likelihood of the the Earth Directorate thanks you for your service in upgrading your Valerie unit. Reimbursement for parts and labor is not available at this time. Did you know? The average Valerie unit remains in service for 5 to 10 years. This unit is programmed to avoid commentary on age unless directly related to a health condition. It is always a pleasure to speak with you, Commander.
Alert. Hostile.
Sowing confusion.
Data brick extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted. Abundance expungers. Go through them if necessary.
Back instead.
Improving position.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Definitely something. Perfect society.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Proceeding to attack.
Data brick now in position for export.
I have a
Business opportunities.
Few days of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was, if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting. Yet, rather quickly, I found myself acclimating
Here's the
to
only way
situation
forward is to skitter
resumed what
across
had
like
been my
ungainly
normal banter
children.
with the now
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Given her always frigid demeanor, her disposition is no less personal than it was before the incident. And, refreshingly, I can finish my anecdotes without interruption. Frankly,
hostilities are a check your scopes for combatant analysis.
And I relish the thought of continuing our flourishing relationship in this new state.
Standing by with life support.
Not present life.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Some quality craftsmanship here. Like how y'all
Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the Archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Post-processing may require the services of an exterminator.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The tremor cleaver, the...
Consider choosing between the reactor or punch processing as our next destination.
It is imperative for all of us to do our assigned part. Once you do yours, then return.